Hello everybody, today we're going to be talking about the energy of opal. I have an Australian boulder opal here. There are so many different kinds of opals, so depending on what opal you have, it might be a little bit different, but I do feel a general energy around opalized type crystals. So this is my specific one that I'm using for this chat today, but if you've got a different kind of opal, like if you've got a fire opal, if you've got a Peruvian pink opal, a Peruvian blue opal, which I have a couple here. I'll show these ones too. You might feel similar energy from these and may benefit from these as well. So here's a Peruvian blue. This blue's insane. And then here's a Peruvian pink. So let's dive into it. The energy of opal, for me, there is this beautiful, ethereal, expansive energy. It is very gentle, but also very magical. It's like this very expansive energy, but it's also not too expansive. It's not like a roller coaster of expansion. It's like floating along a lazy river, and you're like, oh yeah, this is nice. That is the energy I feel from opal. With this pink opal, I've had some amazing experiences with all three of these, but with this pink opal, I felt a transfer of my own consciousness into the crystal. I was laying down with it, meditating, and I felt my awareness become the crystal inside of my palm. It was so incredible. It felt so cool and so trippy. Like, you guys, if you meditate with crystals, you can seriously get to this point where it's like you're pretty much doing drugs. Like, actually, I've had some insane experiences on meditation that have been, you can't describe it until you experience it, but they've been realer than waking life. So magical, and they're just something that truly are beyond words, and you have to experience it and know thyself, go inwards, self-reflect. That's the whole spiritual journey. It's something that is beyond words. It's beyond the capacity to describe. So that's my favorite part about crystals, is they are this tool that I get to use as this human ego to motivate me to go inward and self-reflect and work on my stuff and meditate and go deeper and all of this stuff. Crystals help me do it because they're magical, they feel great, and they're motivators. And so that was my experience with the Peruvian pink opal. This one is a perfect third eye stone because it's like flat and it's the right size. And if you guys have crystals, no matter what they are, I highly recommend trying to hold them up to your third eye and seeing if you feel, even if you don't press it fully against your forehead, you can still hold them like about an inch away, and I feel energy every time. And it's a little bit different each time depending on the crystal, but I feel energy every single time. It's so cool. So this one, I definitely have had several third eye opening activations through it. So you can just feel your third eye. It's between your eyes, kind of more towards your forehead, and you can feel it activating when you feel movement of energy in that area. And that's about the best I think I can describe it. This stone too, this Peruvian blue opal, the first time I picked it up, I felt like I was gonna fly away because the energy felt so good. It felt so light and joyous and freeing and ethereal, and like, opals to me, they're like fairy magic. They feel so good. So let me see what my favorite book, The Pocketbook of Stones, what he has experienced with opal. There's a bunch, he has multiple pages for opal, because there's so many different ones. We'll go with common opal. Keywords, purification, emotional healing, calming the mind, protection, chakras, crown, heart, throat, third eye, and then brown and black opals are for the root and sacral. Element, earth and water. All colors gently aid in various healing processes, blah, blah, blah. Common opal, a hydrated silicon material with a hardness of 5.5 to 6.5, may be any of several different colors, but is generally opaque and does not show fire exhibited by precious opal. So this is like talking about a common opal. So calming and soothing effects on the emotional body. It's a stone of gentle energies, provides purifications of one energy field, cleansing and rebalancing chakras of the etheric body, and support for their connection to one's physical self. Let's see if there's anything else in the white precious opal. The white precious opal, so this is like the more fiery one. This one's got fire in it. You can see that like flash a little bit. It is the best known opal. The white precious opal comes from Australia. This is where this one's from. It carries a seed of the holy fire, the intense spiritual energy that consumes the impure aspects of the self without necessarily burning us. The more willing we are to release our attachments to our angers, fears, and negative patterns, the better it can work. White precious opal is an emotional amplifier. It can intensify both positive and negative states. In each case, there's a benefit. Positive emotions, the reward's obvious, but with negative feelings, the magnification can make one fully aware of the destruction of indulgences. So it can be a warm, friendly teacher to a severe one. It depends on what we bring with us to the experience. That's so interesting. So that's that. This author of this book's experience. My experience has been nothing but just magic from opal. But even when our like more negative aspects are brought to light, that's part of the magic too. That's part of the healing process. So I really do agree with him on the amplification. For me, opal's also the stone of abundance in the sense of like, if I'm having a good day and I'm like, yes, let's do it, I grab my opal because I feel like it keeps me in that energy and it helps me build it through the day. So I really liked reading what he said about the amplification because that is something that I definitely feel with this one especially. So that is the energy of opal. The ones I'm showing here aren't even all the kinds of different opals, but you know, hopefully I got a kind of picture for you. And if you are seeking your first opal crystal to work with, follow your heart, follow your intuition. If there's one that kind of calls, go for it. Go for that one. Follow your intuition with it. You don't need all these different kind of opals for all these different reasons. I love collecting crystals and I've had magical experiences with all these different ones, but that's because I work with crystals literally every single day. And if I were to meditate without them, I would still have magical experiences. So always remember that you are the magic. You are the biggest, most beautiful crystal in your entire life. And if you feel called to get an opal, there's nothing wrong with that. You can have amazing experiences with it, but you also don't need it. So that's my disclaimer that I'm always going to mention. I hear my baby crying. I'm going to get going. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know if there's any other crystals you would love for me to talk about. Bye!